Let's talk about how your dissertation will not be your best work. I know that may come as a surprise, and for some of you, that sentence may feel uncomfortable to hear, but it's true. Even if you've never heard it before, it's true. Your dissertation will not be your best work. Will your dissertation be good? Yes. Will it be rigorous? Absolutely. Will it likely be worthy of submission for publication? I sure hope so. That should be one of your goals. But does that make it your best work? No. So why is it so shocking to hear that your dissertation will not be your best work? It's shocking because writing a dissertation or capstone, whichever your program requires, it's no easy feat. It's taxing. It's iterative. There's a lot of back and forth and a lot of revising, a lot of questioning yourself. So naturally, the assumption becomes, if this took everything I had, then this must be my best work. But that assumption is inaccurate. For many of you, especially those of you who have never written at this magnitude before, or who have never published scholarly work, the dissertation isn't the peak. It's the peak of this season. It's the peak in your program. It's the beginning. It's the beginning overall. So if the dissertation is the beginning, what is the dissertation actually designed to do? Let's talk about it. The dissertation is absolutely not designed to be the greatest thing you'll ever write, but it is designed to demonstrate that you can identify a researchable problem. You can engage existing literature critically. You can apply an appropriate methodology and contribute something meaningful to the field. That's it. That's it. It's a demonstration of competence, not a declaration of brilliance. It shows that you're prepared to enter scholarly and professional conversations, not that you've finished growing. So what causes us to think or to believe or to assume, outside of the amount of work that goes into writing our dissertation, that it'll be our best writing? I'll tell you what makes it dangerous, where the confusion comes in, where the slippery slope lies. It lies in the fact that most of us choose topics that we are deeply passionate about. Often something that we've lived, something that we've witnessed in practice, or something that's connected to our identity. And that passion is powerful. But you know what? It can also blur boundaries. So what happens is the dissertation starts to feel personal. And slowly our sense of worth as a scholar practitioner gets tangled up in how the document is received. So our feedback starts to feel like judgment, and our revisions feel like rejection. And that's a problem, because we're now tying our worth to our dissertation. And your worth as a scholar practitioner is not tied to your dissertation or your capstone. It's not tied to your draft. It's not tied to reviewer comments. It's not tied to how quickly you finish. And this is so important to understand. When we turn the dissertation into a passion project, we create that emotional bond with the dissertation, and we tie our self-worth to it. One of the biggest pieces of advice I received in my doctoral journey was from my chair, when she told me, do not make your dissertation a passion project. Pick something that you are absolutely passionate about, something that you will not get tired of writing about as you move through the program. But do not make it a passion project. She said you'll have plenty of time for passion projects, and the dissertation is not the time. That is the same piece of advice that I give my students, and it's the same piece of advice that I'm going to leave here today. Pick something that you are absolutely interested in, something that you are passionate about, but do not turn the dissertation into your passion project. Because if you turn it into a passion project, you will start to emotionally bond with your dissertation. Your feedback will feel like rejection, and you will struggle with completing your dissertation because everything about it will be personal. So, if we want to avoid making the dissertation personal and tying it to our self-worth, and we want to fully understand that the dissertation is the beginning and why it's the beginning because it stretches you. It stretches your ability to read, synthesize, and evaluate literature. It stretches your ability to conceptualize theories, frameworks, and ways of knowing. It stretches your writing. It stretches your ability to receive constructive feedback from your chair, your committee, and your peers. It even stretches your ability to give meaningful scholarly feedback to others. But despite all the stretching, growth doesn't stop with the dissertation. In fact, after the doctorate, after the dissertation, your thinking deepens, your writing becomes sharper, your confidence grows, your voice becomes clearer. That growth is only possible because your dissertation prepared you for it. So if the dissertation isn't your best writing, then what does success really look like? What does it look like at this stage of your doctoral journey? I'll tell you what it looks like. Success looks like finishing. Success looks like learning, transformation, transforming your mind in ways in which you had not imagined. Success looks like developing stamina, clarity, and scholarly discipline. Success is not producing a perfect document. Success is leaving the process more capable than when you entered it. Success is applying what you have learned in practice and in research. If you are in the middle of writing, or you are about to embark on your dissertation phase of your doctoral journey, and you are feeling like your dissertation or your capstone defines you, I want you to pause. I want you to take a step back, and I want you to embrace the fact that your dissertation is important. It is essential. It is absolutely necessary. But it is not you. It is not tied to your self-worth, and it is not a passion project. What it is one step in a much longer journey of becoming. And your best work, the work that reflects your full growth, the work that reflects your voice, the work that reflects your confidence, that work is still ahead of you. If this conversation helped you to breathe a little easier or think about your dissertation differently, I'd love for you to stay connected. Subscribe to Holly Blue for honest conversations about doctoral education, academic writing, and professional growth and development.